little more donut kind of a thing. So you have the donuts also. Right? You can have it in a donut. You can have it in a 3D. Like I said, it's not one of the best design practices. So avoid 3D charts. These are the styles. Under presentation, there is very minimal presentation options over here. So if you look at it, there is nothing except for text in chart and the legends. Legend is nothing but what you're seeing here, right? Territory ID 123. So how you want the legend to be show numbers in legend. So you do this, you'll be able to see the numbers. Yeah, so if you go to expression, right, like I said, you don't have to divide or do any formula, you just have to convert this as a relative. So it's going to show in percentage, so it's like 13%. So this territory 1 is 13%, territory 6 is 17%. So it will pick up that percentage from that. For that, you will have to expression values on data points. You'll have to show it something this way. Expressions, values on data points. So anywhere if you want the values on the charts, right, you have to go and do it on the values on data points. And colors is here, you know how to color colors. Numbers here. Font layout, caption remain the same, so there is no change. It's just only the representation of the chart changes, that's all. This is the pie chart. If I just flip this entire thing to a, I'll come back to funnel. If I flip it to, okay, we'll do it the funnel. If I flip it to funnel, see, it's just a representation change. It changed the funnel. It changed the representation to funnel. Now both charts show the same data, but the only thing is that interpretation of data in two charts is different. In the pie chart ratio, like what is the ratio of this particular territory ID in the overall total order quantity. Here, yeah, you can't use territory ID, but over here you can use something to show as a funnel where there is a step process. Like if there is a process of, so if you have a use case where you have to show a process, like step 1, step 2, step 3. So you can show what is the share of those steps and present it. But here, yeah, okay, I'll just go back there. Yes, you can do it. So like I put that cyclic, right? So if you remove the cyclic and take this time drill, this is not the best of the example. Now overall 2008, 2007 is the highest, 45%. You can click on 2007. It will move to the month pie. From the month you can move to the territory ID pie. From the territory ID, customer, customer to product. Definitely you can do drill now. Down and cyclic or valid for all charts except for gauge. You can have this total order quantity, right? And so now you see the Is it still bad?
Muted.
Okay, let's see now. Well, total order quantity. So you can present it as 1 to 10. So basically over here it is the size of the band, right? Describes the percentage share of it. The height and size, the width and size is basically, it doesn't matter where it is on the, where it is located. So basically it is ordered by the territory ID. I can change the properties of this. So dimension similar to the pie chart, I can update a cyclic or I can update a drill down of it. Expression, I can add 1 or 2 expressions. So basically we'll start with 1. Over here also I can add groupings. So all those options are valid. Sort, over here I can do the sorting. So now if I sort it by Y value, I'll have a better picture. All the bigger ones are on the top and all the smaller values are on the bottom. So this funnel gives me a bigger picture now. So it's quickly showing me that which are the top ones, because by the size of it I can easily look at it. Now style, I can have it horizontal or vertically oriented, like this or like this. Under presentation is what I can control few things. So again, the presentation tab also, there are very few things, but I can do something. Over here top width is this 30%, this top width. So if I change it to 20%, it will become a little sharper. If I change it to 0, it will become a completely sharp pyramid. If I say reversed orientation, I can make this look like a pyramid. Right? If you have any requirement where you have to show data as a pyramid, you can always show this. Now over here, it says the one which is selected is segment height proportional to data. So only the height is proportional. It has nothing to do with the width. Now if I just select equal segment heights, right? So it will equally segment all the all the values. So basically everything has the same height. Right? Only the top ones are the highest ones and the bottom ones are the lowest ones. So you can have this kind of presentation. Or you can have segment area proportional to data. So the entire area, the height and the width is proportional to the data. Over here, though 4.78 is less, right? It is more going, taking the space, the width and the height and considering the area. The whole area is the percentage against the entire block. I'll keep this as 30 to make it look normal one. It is like this. Again, these three have no real great significance or anything, but if you want more presentation options, these three things are available. But I don't know how, then colors, number, font, all these things are same thing. The same thing if I flip it to a box chart, it is the exact representation of the pie chart, but in the square boxes. Percentage of the share. No. No, I was not speaking. I was just a little paused. Are you still not able to hear me? Is it okay now? Hello? 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 Can you hear me now? Okay. I'm not sure what's happening, but yeah. So this box plot is exact representation of the pie chart, but in a square method. So basically the size of each box is the overall percentage share of this entire value for for this particular territory ID or on the overall order quantity. Now the best part of this is if you add another dimension, right, it gives a little more meaningful information than a pie chart. So what I mean is, suppose if I remove this territory, this generic, I'll just take territory ID and ship method ID. So it will give you squares, the overall big squares are for the territory ID. And within that big square, right, so this heading 4 is 21%, 750. Within that heading, with to the next dimension level. The other dimension level. So it gives you a one level below. So it is more, in my opinion, it gives more meaningful information than pie chart when you have two dimensions, right? Easily user can make out which is, okay, the bigger one is under fourth territory, shipment territory 5 and 1, this is the split. So it gives you more realistic and understandable information. So in expression, there is nothing much to format. Only in style, you can have this box or you can have just plain squares. So this 4 which is written in gray, right, that is the caption. Either if you use this kind of format, you'll just have the borders, or if you have that, you'll have the heading come borders. So under presentation, there are a couple of changes that you can do. So you can say visible levels. So it is asking you how many levels to show. Now I'm showing 2 levels. First territory ID, then ship method ID. So I can add another level. So that will be maximum 3 levels. So I can show I can show dimension values. Okay, I think I okay, now I had frozen the screen, so I think yeah, it was paused. Are you able to see now the square boxes, the red and blue? So this is what I was speaking of. The territory 4 is the bigger one. The blue and red are the within the territory 4, right? So this is when you add 2 dimensions to it. So over here it technically gives you more information than the pie chart. A pie chart is a little confusing and misleading. So under presentation, you can have how many levels of visibility you want. So you can have a relative total too. Now show dimension values. So first dimension, it is against relative total, right? Now second dimension also you can do it at a relative total. So what will happen is this whole thing, I mean, it is 17% of the entire total, right? It's going as a relative total. If you don't want the show dimension values, you can uncheck it. Value relative first dimension. Nothing changing. Okay. Actually, here on the display, it is not showing the right value. But if you go to the pop-up right, so there are 2 things it is showing. One is 21%, territory 4 is 21%, 21.50% of the overall total. Ship method ID is 17.04%, ship method ID 5. The total order quantity is, again, it's displaying it as like the ship method ID 5 is 17.04, but it is 79.25% of the overall for territory 4. So the 79.25% that you're seeing or reading is ship method ID 5 relative total to territory 4. But it is overall 17.04. So that is what it enables, but I'm not sure why the display is coming so cluttered. I think if I just take off this text as pop-up, it should show better. Yeah. Right, within territory ID 4, ship method ID 5 takes almost 79.25%. If I go to 1, so it will show it is taking as 20.75%. So you add that 79 plus 20.75, you will get the overall 100% of territory 4. So it is actually showing the overall share based on the overall order quantity as well as the share based on the territory 4. And over here you can say show dimension labels, font, how the number label should be. What is the first dimension that you want block borders? I mean, if you use the different second style, right, you can edit this block borders, right, how you want the borders to. If you use the second style over here where you're using this caption kind of a thing, you will not have the block borders, but It will overall show you like this. Colors, numbers, font, layout, caption remain the same thing. Any questions or doubts? The last similar kind of chart is if I copy the sheet. If I flip it to a pie chart, I mean to a Miko chart. I'll just take off. Okay, I'll keep this one 2 I still have the 2 dimensions: territory ID, ship method ID, expression, sum of order quantity. Now this chart is a little interesting chart, so it gives you more information, kind of lesser space, or what if I have to say. See, it is actually a bar graph come like a size area graph, right? If you look at the width of 4, right, territory 4 is bigger, 6 next, 1, 10. Actually what it is doing is the width represents the actual share of territory 4 in the overall. So from the left to the right, it's the big chunk of our actual overall order quantity. So the size, the width of the bars, right, you are seeing the demarcation with a white line. So the width of the bars is basically based on the overall to order quantity. Now from the bottom to the top, it is like 100% of territory 4, right? So the width, the size is representing the total order quantity of 4. From the bottom to the top is the 100% of 4. Within that 100%, how is the split for the next dimension? So I've given 2 dimensions, right? So here, suppose if I don't give the second, I'll remove the ship method ID once. It is now just a representation of this based on what is the size of the guide. No, I'm not sure. I'm using the same ISP. I mean, the internet service provider. Like, I'm kind of not sure why the voice is lagging. Is it now? I think it's the fluctuation over here. Is it okay now? Okay. So what I was talking about was the Miko chart. So the width represents the size of the overall first dimension, that is territory ID. Within the dimension, it will show you the share of the next dimension. So ship method overall the style bars, or you can show. Oh, okay. Just give me a second. Hello. Let's give it a shot now. I hope it is good. Yeah, so like I was talking about this Miko chart, so it's the bar and the like a bar and area chart combo. So the presentation properties, right, so are more like the bar chart only. So we look at it like bar distance, bar, though it is all disabled, but more or less the properties are like the bar chart only. You can add a preference line or text in chart. Even the access settings is more like the bar chart. So you can change the access, you can have the expressions of the dimension access in a totally different method. Colors, number, font, layout actually remain the same thing. These are the overall charts that are there. So basically the ratio kind of charts, pie chart, funnel chart, area chart, Miko chart. The next type of charts are the gauge. I think looking at my internet power, I think we'll probably continue the gauge tomorrow. Is that okay? All right, then thank you. Yeah, go ahead and practice these charts. If you have any questions, we'll speak again tomorrow. Thanks. Thank you, everybody.